Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I certainly do get around, don't I? So thank you for joining me. I'll just wait for some of you to pop on. It's been a couple of weeks, I believe, since I've last been on live here, and I'm a little bit tired. So I'll see how I go this evening. I just feel a little bit lost, put it that way. I don't even know if Julie's going to be helping out this evening. I did see Julie this afternoon, but I totally forgot about this evening. I don't even remember if we spoke about it. So we'll see if she jumps on. If she does, great. If not, so be it. No biggie. So I notice a number of you are jumping on right now. So thank you for joining me. If you've, as I said, I've been MIA for the last couple of weeks. As you know, I have been in New Zealand and I've only just returned back to Oz last night. And today I was just basically trying to get things in order in the house and, all the usual stuff that you do with housework and bits and bobs and what's going on there. Good evening, Lisa. You know what, Lisa? That bit of paper that you left on my table at the expo in Christchurch, that little beautiful little note that you left me meant the world to me. And I've actually this afternoon, not lying, I've actually posted it in my diary here to remind me. Okay, so it's just a nice little reminder. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Good evening, Crystal. Hello, Teresa. Ellie. Christy, hello. Hope you enjoyed your trip. I enjoyed my trip immensely. It was wonderful. It's the can't say much for that 6-seater plane that they put me on to go to Milford, but it was that was certainly an experience. I am glad that I did do it. I did conquer my fear, and I had a beautiful trip. Put it that way. Who else have we got here? Okay, so we do have Julie. Thanks, Julie. I didn't know. Did we even speak about it this afternoon? I can't remember. So all comments you see coming from the Psychic Pinup is from Julie, who is moderating for me this evening. And so thank you, Julie. You know you are my rock in more ways than one. She knows exactly what I am talking about. Now, I think she has. Have you read the Riot Act yet there, Jules? What's going on? No, she hasn't. So just to let you know, if you are new here on this page, firstly, welcome. When we do live feeds here, I just ask that you ask me direct questions. I don't do general readings on these live feeds. Reason being, more often than not, what I give you is not what you're wanting to hear. It's what Spirit is actually giving to you. And it just means I can get through a lot more of you with questions if you are a little bit direct with the questions. Now, also, you will see going across the bottom of the screen there that I do not answer medical or legal questions here on Facebook. I'm sorry, it's a legal thing, legalities, don't even ask me. That also includes pregnancy. Now, I am going to be keeping mediumship to a, okay, Spirit's talking, as I'm saying it, I'm getting the itchy nose, to a very minimum tonight. So again, I am tired and I'm a little bit mediumshipped out. If it happens, if they come through, if I do have Spirit here, by all means, I will bring Spirit through, but I'm not going to go actively trying to pull your loved ones through for readings this evening. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Okay. Now, I do have a couple of dates coming up here as well. Lost track of time. I will be in the Hunter Valley on this coming weekend. It's on Sunday. Is that right, Jules? Sunday? What's the name of the place we're going to? It's Four Pines. Four Pines Farm or Farms of Four Pines. I don't know. It's got four and pines and farm in it somewhere, but it's in Pecolburn at the Hunter Valley. There's an expo on there all day. I am now open for pre-bookings for that. If you're in the Newcastle area, Cessnock, Maitland, Hunter region, that's where you'll find me this weekend. Following week, I'm flying down to Melbourne. I will be in Melbourne. Hang on. Where are we? My diary here. Hang on, we're at the end of October already. Okay, Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. Friday 10, Saturday 11, Sunday 12 November. So I'm reading there at the expo at the convention centre for those 3 days. I think it goes from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. each day. I'm open now for taking pre-bookings. If I've got any Melbourne people on board here and they're going to the Mind Body Spirit Festival, I can take your booking now. So what else have I got? Another show. That's right. Here we go. I'll pop that up there. Friday the 3rd of November, it will be my last show of the year with Linda Usop. The pair of us are teaming up again. I'm sure many of you know we've just teamed up together in Queenstown. We did that show last Friday night, which was great. Thank you. If I've got anybody from Queenstown watching this evening, thank you for coming along to the show. Also with all my Christchurch people too who went to the Christchurch Expo. So thank you very much for coming and having a reading with me. Thank you very much for sitting in on my workshop and my platform as well. Now back to this one. Sorry, as I was saying, I got a little bit distracted. This is our last show for the year. Next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, 3rd of November at the Vault in Port Kembla. Tickets are on sale. I'll pop the link up again. Probably won't be this evening, probably tomorrow, to the try booking place where you can get the tickets directly online. Who else have we got on here? Okay, there's a number of you. Look, I just ask if you can like and share the live feed at the same time, please. Let me know that you've done that. Pop that in the comments section along with your questions and or comments. Now, also, I am also open to doing spiritual discussions as well if anybody's interested about psychic development and mediumship development as well. We don't have to stick to readings the entire time. It's let's make this evening a little bit of fun so everybody gets something out of this. Okay, what's this, Lacey? I found out the 3 you got in my reading was actually when my dad took over custody of my grandma came through. Okay, I don't remember anything when I do readings. So thank you for the feedback, but I don't remember what I said to you. I'm so sorry, darling. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you again. I'll be back in Christchurch again in April. Okay, who else have we got here? Thank you. So Julie says it's the Four Pines Spiritual Festival, Hunter Valley Resort. Oh, that's a mouthful. Try saying that when you've had a few drinks. Okay. Now, I've got a lot of lurkers on here. Make yourself known. Tell me where you're watching from, please. Okay, so Beck Louise. So, again, I'm coming to you, but I just want to, the newbies that are on here, I scribble when I read. So this is what I always make a joke with people. I say this is like my Ouija board. I scribble and doodle and write things while I read. So Beck Louise, you're saying, do you see me in a new job in the near future? Look, the first thing I'm being shunned, definitely a cycle has closed or is about to close and the new cycle is about to start with you. But what they're showing me here, I'm feeling like this is not going to happen until New Year. I know you're wanting it now. I feel like possibly there's something in between, a casual thing or just something to tie you over. But I'm not seeing the job until new year. Okay, and that's okay. Because I always say to people, we are where we are meant to be right now for a reason. So don't go feeling pressure that you need to be doing something. Everything happens when it's meant to happen. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Good evening, Scott. How are you? Okay, I'm very well, thank you. So it's lovely to see your face, Scott. Dana, hello, my darling, all the way from Broken Hill. Do you know what? I was telling my famous story about my trip out to the outback there and my Wolf Creek experience when I was in Queenstown. I'm sure everybody just sat there and looked at me like I was an idiot, but it's all fun. Who else have we got on here? Ellie from Young. So, I was just having a few phone calls with a couple of people out at Young a couple of hours ago, my love. I've got things in the pipeline. So thank you for joining me. Okay, Nikki, hello from Albury. Is there a new job? Okay, there's always a theme when we do these live feeds. I think it's going to be about work for everybody, career, work. Okay. This has been up, down. It's requiring a lot of strength, put it that way. I want to say you are a rock. He's rock. Okay, because I feel like it's getting him down a little bit here. And I feel like you are the voice of reason. Now, there is a job coming. But again, like the last reading I just did, I feel like it's not going to be the job that they are wanting. And again, it's something that will just tie them over. I have to tell you, I do see happy families with this. I do see, I'm feeling stressed and I'm feeling, he's feeling pressured from the stress as well. But I do see an easing off with this. I'm getting a number 10 with this, Nikki, and like if you're aware of how I read, the numbers that I get are generally mean a time frames for me. So we could be getting something in about 10 days, but I'm feeling that it's more like the 10 week mark to when we are comfortable. I'm going to use the word comfortable. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay, who else have we got here? Lisa, no. Okay, I see a lot of they're showing me here light bulb moments, and I think a lot of those light bulb moments possibly happened in Christchurch when we were there, and I think that you've gone away and you're reassessing, because I do see a whole shift of energy with you, and I'm going to say rejigging, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say I'm not seeing it, and I see this as a good thing though, because I just see that energy in there is going to be put into use for somewhere else. Now, I know I'm talking a little bit cryptic with everybody who's watching, but Lisa understands what I'm talking about here. Okay. I'm really quite excited, to be honest with you. I just see things going in a different direction for you next year. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Good evening, Sarah. Looking fresh. I look fresh too. I thank you. I did have a good trip to New Zealand. It was busy, but there was times there where I did get to do a few things, which was quite nice. And on cue, here comes my cat. Roxy, come on. Hang on. Excuse me, everybody. Where are you, darling? Come on. Come on. Come on, darling. She's 18 now and she forgets a lot. Come here, darling. Do you want to hop up here? Come on. No. She'll jump up in a minute. So Beck Louise, thank you. I have a job currently. However, I feel my skills are not being of use and I need to be doing something more like care. Yeah, Okay. In good time, lovely. Natalie, you're watching from Grenville. Thank you. Dana, I hope I come back one day without the crazy trip. Do you know what? I'm flying next time. That 2 days straight driving and 2 days straight driving back, that was insane, and dodging those roos and everything on the way. So I'm flying. I've conquered a 6-seater plane, so I'll be able to conquer one of the smaller planes that fly out there. So I think I'm okay. All right. So, Nikki, you're saying yes, big time. Just so long as you understand what I'm talking about, Nikki. Sometimes, that's why I said I'm a little bit cryptic when I do live feeds, because anybody could be watching this, and I'm quite mindful of the information that I I give out. Now, understand everybody, those newbies that we have on here, I'm a psychic and I'm a medium. And what that means is a psychic is somebody that can tap into your energy and sees what's going on around you, past, present, and I'm quite adamant, possible, potential, future. And a medium is somebody who can connect you with your past loved ones. Now, I talk about possible future because nothing's set in concrete and we all have free will. And when I do your reading, that's where I see you currently heading, and you have free will to change that at any stage. The best example would be that movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow. It's funny because when I use that as an example now for my younger clients, they just look at me like blankly. I'm like, do you know that movie? And they're going, no. And I realized, okay, I'm actually showing my age now. I keep forgetting like that movie is probably about 30 years old now. Hey. Fee. You want to see what's on the cards for me as far as reaching my goals. I don't read cards, Fee. I channel everything that I get. Now, your goals. Okay, I just heard that. I heard you've bit off a lot. There's a lot there, and you're putting a lot of expectations on you at the moment, my love. And I just see they're saying one thing needs to drop off, possibly dropping off of another goal. But I just feel like when you take too much on, something's going to lack somewhere, or something's not going to get the quality that it needs. And this is what I feel like I need to be passing on to you here, because they're specifically talking about one thing here that needs reassessing. And it's not a bad thing. Doesn't mean that you're not going to get there, but I just feel like there's a bit of a delay with that, or we need to take that in a bit of a different direction. Okay, so I also need to highlight March with you, with a shift in energy as well. That could possibly be when you are going to achieve this other goal. But just take all that on board, darling. So just see up, down, up, down, up, down at the moment. So it's all coming. It'll all come to fruition. Right. Okay, Lana, thank you for sharing. You said, should I study knowing my current situation? This is the thing. And again, I'm going to all newbies, no psychic should be telling you what to do, period. Okay, so darling, I can't see you. I can't tell you what to do. I can see where you are heading. Okay. Now, the thing is also, I have to highlight something around here. I feel like I need to talk about past things, something that happened with you in the past, or something to do around children as well. And possibly this is what is holding you back from doing what your study. Okay, there's a relationship here as well. I'm being shown a lot of overthinking about this, and this is why I always make a joke to people, and I do say that with love and respect. We can't go fixing problems and over. When you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you've got things going through your head. Happens to me. I'm guilty of it too. But for me, 3 o'clock's witching hour, and that's when spirit seems to want to have conversations with me. But with you, I just see your head going 100 miles an hour, and it's like overthinking. I want you to pull back. I want you to actually just meditate on this. And meditation does not necessarily mean that you've got to sit in a room and do this and kumbaya for half an hour in complete silence. Meditation you can do simply by walking and not having I will say unplug, no phone, no music, no nothing, and just walk. Okay, that is a form of meditation, as is, believe it or not, washing up or hanging out the washing. Anything that's repetitive that you are using your mind to concentrate on doing a task, that is a form of meditation as well. Now, I'm also picking up the number 4 around you with this. So I'm going to say you will have your answer with this in the next 4 weeks. Okay, again, don't overthink, it will just come to you. I hope that helps you. All righty, who else do we have? KT Wright, moving straight away. I got a number 6 with you. So I'm going to say 6 months. There's something about a 6 month or June with this for you. Okay. Okay, where are we? Jeez, I'm far up. I've got to scroll down. Hang on. Beverly French, I don't know what your question is, but I'm just reading the other bit where it says, will you have the strength? What are you scared of? See, when I do a lot of my readings, I'm also about empowering people as well. What are you scared of? Okay, because let's face it, most of the time we don't do things because we're fearful of failure. And I'm going to put it back on you, darling. What's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, fear is just an emotion. All right, I wouldn't be sitting where I am now if I listened to every little niggling bits of doubt that pops into my head. Put it that way. Okay. So believe me, I'm fearful of a lot of things, but okay, I'm going to go back to the 6-seater plane they put me on. You know, here, put the life jacket on in case we go down too. So here I'm putting a life jacket on before I even get on a plane. And I think, geez, this can't be too good. But I still did it. I was fearful of it. I did it. I conquered it. And that's why I'm going to put it back onto you. What's the worst thing that can happen, darling? Okay. You may break down. You're human, okay? We are not machines. Our body is not designed to go on autopilot. Okay, we are humans. We have emotions. We have feelings. Okay, but at the same time, society puts a lot of pressure on us. Okay, so I just want you to think about that. Okay. All right, who else have we got here? Hang on, I can hear my child coming out. She's trying to be quiet. Okay, where are you? KT, so you're saying perfect, enough time to get everything sorted. Have you finished that book yet, KT? Where are we? Okay, good evening, Kathy Ann. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Where are you watching from, darling? Can you let me know? Okay. Jessica, I'm seeing a compromise for you. Will you get the hours I need and want at work? It's all I'm hearing is a battle of the wills. Battle of the wills. So it's, you know, when you get into a situation and somebody's just got to prove a point, and there's that saying, you bite off your nose to spite your face. This is what I feel. This is what I'm feeling like with you. So I'm going to say I feel there is a compromise here. I don't feel you will get what you want, but I feel like it's a step towards what you are wanting. Okay, because I feel like they've quite what's the word I'm looking for? Quite stringent with the way that they do things, and what you're requesting, I just feel like it's a little bit apart from the norm. So I feel like that there will be a little bit of a compromise here, and then possibly later on, yes, I do see the change there for you. So I hope that helps you. Good evening, Nina. Thank you for joining me. So those who have just joined, I do ask that you like and share the live feed. And if you are in Wollongong, Illawarra area, or if you want to travel, well, happy for that too. I have a show on next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday night with Linda Usop. It's our last one together for the year. It's at the Vault at Port Kembla. If anybody's interested, tickets are selling now. Where are we? Okay, Nikki Cherie, I'm going to answer this one for you because this is quite a common question that I do get off people. Usually like, am I on the right path? But you're asking me, is everything going to work out for me? And I am always going to say to everybody, yes and yes and yes. Now, let me explain why. Before we're born, we have soul contracts put into place here. So believe it or not, we have chosen things that we want to experience in our lifetime, lessons we want to learn in our lifetime. So when people ask me, am I on the right path? I'm always going to say, yes, you are. Now, as shitty as what some of these experiences may be, we've chosen that path because that's the experience we want to have on this earthly plane. And there's these lessons that we wanted to learn from that. Now, a lot of the times when people keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting nowhere, or they keep getting met with obstacle after obstacle as well, sometimes that may be the universe gently trying to put you on a bit of a different direction as well, that I want you to be open to. Now, you're saying here, is everything going to work out for me? And here I'm going to say, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sometimes we just need to learn to accept things. And I do say this with love, darling, and I do say it with respect. We, again, as humans, we try to control everything, every aspect of our life. And every time we try to do all this controlling, that's generally when things don't go the way we want them to go. Now, I've learned this from experience as well, that if we just accept things and be grateful for the experiences that I'm having from that certain time, I think you'll find it's a lot of a smoother ride as well. So I'm going to say yes. And I'll also, just one more thing, I will say that you are where you are meant to be now for a reason. Okay, they're just showing me here, they're asking me to pass on to you if you can start doing some journaling as well about this experience. And on like clockwork, my girl's just turned up. Okay, so look, I hope that's helped you, Nikki, but I would encourage you to do some journaling. They're just showing me there's a lot that needs to come out, because I'm being shown that there's a lot of pent up emotions in here as well. Okay, Jessica, I hope that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I can't even remember what I told you, but thank you for the feedback. So, Liana Davey, good evening, darling. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hang on. Sorry, she's digging her claws into me. Roxy, come on, darling. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay, let me get another pen. Whew. All right. Now let me just get her a little bit comfy. Kathy Ann, yes, a show next. It's on the Friday the 3rd. If you're not familiar with the Vault, it's a private club in Port Kembla, and they've got great food, great cocktails, and it's not theatre style. This show will not be theatre style. It is tables, so you can bring friends and have dinner there prior to the show. You can have dinner during the show as well. Oh, God. Cat fur. Fee, okay, you know what I'm hearing with you, Fee? The U2 song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Found what I'm looking for. I feel like you need to go and look up the lyrics. I'm not a big U2 fan, but I'm hearing that as clear as day going through my mind at the moment, and I feel like you need to go and look the lyrics up of that song. Okay, and that's what I'm going to say to everybody. Who woke up with a song in their head this morning? Can you still remember it? Has it been playing in your head over and over again today? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, see, Beverly, good things, good or bad things work out, and they always do work out. I mean, let's go back to when we were kids, and like you think the world's ending because like your boyfriend that you've gone out with for 3 weeks in high school broke up with you or whatever, and you think oh, it's the world's ending, and now if you go back 30 years down the track and you look back at that and you think, oh my God, what was I even thinking? Yeah, see, Lisa, see my beautiful girl? She's 18. Isn't she beautiful? You know. Nikki, thank you so much. I've been thinking about starting to journal. I would encourage you to do that too, darling. And again, they've put songs in my head for a reason this evening. I think there's a lot of people on here who are relating to music and songs at the moment. And this is what I say to people. More often than not, these are messages that you are getting from your team. So listen to it. Okay. What else have we got on here? So all comments you're seeing coming from the psychic pinup, just to let you know, those who've just jumped on, they're not coming from me. I can multitask. I can have a cat sitting on my lap, have one arm here to write, but I can't type those comments. So they are coming from Julie. So thanks, Julie. I'm just going to give Julie a bit of a plug too. She's in the process of opening up a wellness centre in Port Kembla, and I did go and visit her this afternoon, and that should be up in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. She's got readers coming in. She's got other practitioners coming in, energy healers. So it's quite an exciting time for her. Shakti, you're saying, how does Jay feel about the conversation we recently had? Thank you. Okay. I'll just put it this way. Like they're just showing me with you. I feel like you have just laid it on the line, or you've been quite open. And to the point, I also feel like okay, no disrespect to the guys on here watching, but when a woman is quite stands in their power and they're very truthful and upfront, a lot of the times men take that as us being, and I'll say bitches. Simple as. And this is what I feel like what's happened. Not that I'm saying he's saying that you're one of those. Let's just get that clear now. But what I'm picking up here is that you have stood in your power and pretty much laid it on the line, what you want, what you will accept, what you won't accept, what you want, and what you don't want. Okay. I will say I am hearing that there is a offer coming around this, and I also do see further communication around this as well. Okay, so I hope that helps you, my love. Okay. What are you feeling, Dana, about that? You're asking, should you do this and should you do that and stick to this and stick to that? I'm telling you, lovely, you channel that art. Okay, if it's not feeling right, maybe you need to go back to doing the abstract. But I've still got it's still hanging up there, darling. Okay, I just haven't been into my shop to hang it properly, but it's still up there on the wall. And if I could turn the computer around and show you, I would. But I'm going to say, what are you feeling with this? Okay. So what's that, Shakti? What happened? Wow, screen changed for a moment. That's it's energy. Mm. Hello, Gayleen. Couple of weeks since I've spoken to you too, love. Hmm. Okay. Shaz, will my friend get friendlier? Will my friend get friendlier? Okay. What I'm picking up here is that your friend is leaving you with question marks. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I just feel like there's things that have not been spoken about, or you're waiting for your friend to make the first move. And I'm being shown here with your friend that it's a long time. It's a long time off still, if that makes sense. Because I just feel like your friend is not in a hurry, if that makes sense as well. Not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying that it's yeah. There's other things at play here. I'm feeling lovely. So it's like I feel like I'm hearing breadcrumbing. Do you understand that term, that terminology? Breadcrumbing. So they say things or they allude to things, but I just feel like it doesn't really follow through. And then it just keeps going around and keeps repeating itself. It's like a little routine, if that makes sense. So this is I'm going to put back onto you. And as I say, I'm about empowering people. Ask, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay. Are you happy with that? Okay. Because sometimes you need to take the initiative. Okay. So just think about that, darling. Lisa, you must book a trip and come over. I'll tell you what, you come into Wentworth Street, love, I'm telling you, we're all witches in that street. I'm the witch of Wentworth. We're all witches of Wentworth. So you really want to come into that town? You're welcome. So what's his Shakti? Yes, definitely, Linda. You had me giggle. I appreciate you. That was about standing in your power, wasn't it? Okay. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with a woman speaking up and putting in what they will and what they won't accept. Okay. I don't understand why we pussyfoot around a lot of this now. You're enjoying it, Dana? Perfect. Keep doing it. Oh, really? I turned into an alien, did I? Roxy and I turned into aliens. Wouldn't be the first time I've been told that. Evening, Mika. Thank you for joining. Okay. Now, just to let you all know, if you're not familiar with this, I stream to multiple platforms at once when I do these live feeds. So if you're in a chat room thinking and there's only one or two people watching and I'm ignoring you, I'm not. Everything comes back to this central system here. And I'm also broadcasting to YouTube at the same time. Now, I do try to get through as many of you as I can. So I would encourage you all, however, to go onto my main page, which is the Psychic Pinup on Facebook. You got more of a chance of me seeing you on there. Sometimes I don't even see comments till later on. Okay. Irene, who are you talking to right now, darling? I didn't see you when I was out at Young last time, did I? So who are you talking to? I see an orbiter. I like to call them orbiters. Where you're the sun, and you know how you got the planets going, they orbit, and so that's why I feel like I see an orbiter. Galen, I feel like somebody's leaving, and that's the negative energy that you're talking about. I feel like until that person goes, there's just this negativity around, and that's what's getting you down. And it's like you don't enjoy going to work at all. But again, this could be the universe trying to put you onto another path too. So treat it all as a gift. Good morning, Courtney from Texas. Thank you for joining me. Courtney, I don't do general readings on these live feeds. If you ask a specific question, I'll see if I can get to you. It just means I can get through a lot more of you with specific questions. And I don't do medical or legal on Facebook. Okay. Now I see somebody coming, Irene. That's the thing. That's why I call them the orbiter. They may not be in your orbit yet, but they're coming. Oh, Roxy Ann, don't show your butt to the whole world, darling. Come on. Come on. Quickly. I haven't got all night. Okay. There we go. Okay, who else have we got here? Sienna, so you're thinking of going into Boost Juice and asking if they have any jobs. Do you reckon they will say? Okay, darling, that's not really a psychic reading, okay? That's more of a guidance and counselling reading. And I'm going to say, again, you never know unless you try. All right? Particularly coming up to Christmas time. And again, you don't need to be a psychic to work that one out, that there's going to be a lot more activity around Christmas time. And I do see, however, that yes, I will say I do see some hours casual. I don't know how it works, but I do see you with a job. But again, I can't tell you what to do, darling. And this one, I'm going to put it back onto you. What's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, you're never going to know unless you do it. Okay, if I sat here and said to you, no, don't see it happening. Okay, that is actually interfering with your free will with this here. Okay, because you think, well, why would I bother? Okay, I'll leave that one with you just to think about that. Oh, Chanel. How did I know you? I'm going to say you were orbiting around me, darling. Okay, how can you see an orbiter around me? Okay, when did you meet the last orbiter? Was it that orbiter in March? Because I feel like I have to highlight March with you, darling. Okay. Sienna, you may go in on the weekend. Right, no time like the present, darling. What's wrong with tomorrow? Okay, all it's going to do is have you procrastinate and think about it, and then you'll start thinking of the reasons why you shouldn't do it. Now, I'm one of these people that you say, jump and I'll say how high. I've learned to trust spirit, and I've learned to trust the gut instincts, feelings that I do get. Okay, and I feel like this is the same thing with you. Something's drawing you to that place for a reason. Okay, but the more you think about it, the more you get into your head, and then you start doubting yourself. And I don't want you to be like that. Okay. So Chanel says, this time last year, done and dusted, very lonely. Darling, okay, again, I'm going to say me 5.5 years. We've had this discussion many times, darling. Okay. It will come when you least expect it, but I'm going to highlight March around you. Okay. You're welcome, Sienna. I hope that helps you. Liana, do you say anything about my house move? Okay. Are you living with a partner as well? And are they, so I'm going a little bit off track. Are they changing jobs? I feel like I need to talk about that. See anything about my house move? Okay. So I'm getting a number 3 with you. So what, 3 weeks, 3 months? I feel like that's quite significant with you. And what's the significance with are you either okay? Are you in the Illawarra? Because I keep saying fig tree, the word fig tree, fig tree. Does that mean anything to you? Okay. So yes, I am, and yes, he recently. So you are living with a partner, and yes, he just recently did change jobs. Okay, right. Now this is the thing also, because I feel like we have a mortgage in the mix here too, but not now, but later on. Okay, so I hope you understand that as well. Who else have we got going on here? Christy, what, my eyes are going green. Is that a question mark too? My eyes always change colour. My eyes go from grey to green to blue. It depends on when I read, what mood I'm in, if I'm really, really tired, or if I get really pissed off, they tend to go green, really green. Galen, love how you don't tell people what to do. Yeah, I have a psychic friend that keeps telling me I have to leave my job before anything else can happen. I just say I'm aware. That's right, Galen. And again, you'll know. And look, again, I'm going to say I'm all for teaching people to trust their intuition. It never lets you down. Okay. And again, I really have issues with psychics telling people what they should be doing. Okay. We have free will. Like glowing green. Okay. It might be an issue at your end, darling. So it's like those really funky, weird ass contacts. Well, we do have Halloween coming up. Is it Halloween next? So it's 29, 30 days, September, April, June. So October 31 is Halloween. So that's next Tuesday, is it? So Halloween's actually next Tuesday, which is really interesting because that's when the veil is at its thinnest as well. So there's a lot of activity going on. So you'll probably find there's a lot of activity going on between now and next week as well as the veil thins. Looked like green green eyeshadow. Geez, haven't seen that stuff since the 80s, I think. Lisa, you need to put on the witch hat. Yes, well, I might surprise you all next week with my ensemble. So everybody's seeing the green. That's really interesting. I'll have to go back and watch it later on. Who else have we got on here? I'm just being drawn to you again, Dana. Do you suffer from panic attacks, darling? I know that's a bit random. I just feel like I need to bring that up. So, Galen, I haven't seen any photos from your Halloween get-up yet. I'm waiting for it. So, yeah, Dana, this one being drawn to you about panic attacks. It's it wasn't a nice feeling that I just had then. So I believe that there's a couple of little decisions coming up around you that you possibly got something to do. You get yourself into a bit of a pickle over it, and possibly panic attacks as well. And it's nothing. Yeah. I just want you to breathe, lovely. Samantha Smith, you tell me that. Okay, will I give up smoking soon? Okay, that's all on you. Okay, again, I'm all about empowering. I'm not going to say, yes, you will, because then you go, well, I don't need to do the work. It's as simple as that. There is work that we all have to do on ourselves, and we don't get anywhere unless we do the work on ourselves. And here, in this case, for you, Samantha, it's to do the work about giving up smoking. So that's what I'm going to say. It's all up to you, darling. Yes, please, Gayleen, put a couple of those pictures up. I'm more than happy to share them. Okay, Scott, I asked the woman out I liked, like you said, didn't work out, but didn't get swallowed in a dark black hole. But you learnt something, didn't you, from it? Okay, and I'm hearing self-worth here too. Okay, do you understand that? Okay, they're just showing me that self-worth. Okay, they're just showing me you thinking outside the box a little bit more now. All right, they're also showing me the confidence that you have gained from it as well. Okay. Yeah, Beck, it might be the internet connection if it's starting to go a little bit funny. Oh, Roxanne. Okay, let me try to breathe. I feel like it's my guides trying to tell me to rest, but maybe it's all in my head. See, that's, again, breathe, darling. Breathe right down into your gut. Okay. I know you gained a lot, Scott. Okay. It's all about personal growth. Where are we? Okay. You're welcome, darling. So, Courtney, any relationship insight there? Oh, my cat needs a good brush. It's this hot weather that we've got going here. She's molting on me. Okay. Now, this is what I'm doing here. It's like you know when you do a figure eight, the infinity sign, but I'm doing a juggling act here with it as well. So there is something to do around decisions that's coming up here around relationships, and you're asking for relationship insight with that, because I'm hearing the word procrastination. I'm hearing also overthinking as well. Now, can you let me know if you are in a relationship at the moment? Because I feel like you either are or you've just come out of one, if that makes sense. So I'm really on the fence with this, and that's why I'm getting this thing going on. Do I, don't I? Okay, now they're singing that song. Who sings it? Is it The Clash? Should I stay or should I go? That song. Oh, that's what I'm hearing here. So again, I'm just seeing a lot of overthinking with you. Again, you just a little bit off track here, darling. I'm being asked to pass on to you that you are quite, I want to say, a nurturer, but at the same time, you're also very good business-wise, very good with money, or you're very good with your finances. And you're going to say, no, I'm not. I'm going to say, yes, you are. Okay, because I'm being shown that there is a reward here coming for you. I know it's a little bit off topic and a little bit off what you've asked me, but if I get other information, I will pass it on to you. Okay, so what are you saying here? I've been in a bad relationship in 10 years, 8 years with my ex-husband's kids' dad. My last ex was 3 years ago, so also now in a relationship. Okay, that's what I said. Should I stay or should I go? That's all I'm hearing is that song. I'm pretty certain that Clash sings it. Okay. If anyone can let me know, can you just do a quick Google? Is it the Clash? Should I stay or should I go? That's all I'm hearing. And it's like you're weighing up the pros and the cons. Should I stay? Should I go? What do I do? Overthinking, procrastination. Okay. But again, I'm going to say nobody should be in toxic relationships, period. Okay. And again, I can't tell you what to do, I won't tell you what to do. I'll empower you, my love. And if it's toxic, it's not going to get any better. I can tell you that. Okay, so I'll leave that there. That's just a very, very snippet of what I've just picked up there. All right, because I also, and I say this with love, I saw DV as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there, darling. Okay, right. I called it. I was thinking, no, I'm not financially strong. Okay. I'm hurting because it's like I pick men who play me and then hurt me. Okay, darling. Let's treat this all as okay. I'm going to pull back some layers here because you're pretty new on here, I'm guessing. Right. Again, if we go back when I said before, it's like when we repeat the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, and you keep getting hit with obstacles, that is the universe trying to put you onto another path. All right. So all these people, they've all got the same traits, and it's like you pick the same person but with a different body, and nothing's going to change, darling. Okay. Let's treat this all as learning. Okay, you need to learn something from this. And again, they're just showing me again, they're going to put another person like that in your path as well to see if you've actually learnt the lesson. Okay, so it's not working for you. So I'll leave that there, darling. I think there's some things that you need to think about. The Clash. Thanks, Gayleen. Okay, DV is domestic violence, darling. Okay, so I think you're in the US, so we call it DV here, domestic violence, and it does not mean that it's physical. It can be physical. It can also be emotionally and abusive. Okay, that's what we classify as DV here. Okay. Yes to DV. So again, these are all the things that you need to address also, sweetheart. And I'm just going to go one step further as well. And I don't know how old your kids are, but you've got to understand also kids watch what adults do and they mimic and that's what they accept as the norm as well. You know, I'm not telling you what to do, but I just want you to take that on board as well. Yep. See, you've dealt with mental and emotional abuse most of my life, physical in relation. Yep. So you understand all that. So there are some things that you need to be addressing as well. Okay. So because they're showing me you are strong, you're a nurturer. And that's why I said you are good with money. You just don't think you are. Okay. You will come out on top. I can promise you that. So I'll leave that there, darling. I hope that helps you. Okay, so I am coming up to 9 o'clock. I only come on here for the hour each Tuesday. So I am based in Wollongong. I'm an hour south of Sydney, wherever you are watching in the world. I do go live 8 p.m. Sydney time, so minus an hour ago. So wherever you are in the world, I'll be back again the same time next week. If you haven't already liked my Facebook page, please go and do that. I'm constantly on there all the time, posting where I'm going, what I'm doing, what shows I'm doing. I am available for private readings. I've only got a handful now next week. Then I'm off to Melbourne for a week and then I'll come back and then we're coming up to Christmas. So just keep that in mind. Don't leave it too late if you are wanting readings with me. I do readings face-to-face in my little shop at Port Kembla when I am here at home. If you can't get to me there, I do offer Zoom readings wherever you are in the world. And again, I'm constantly posting where I'm traveling to. And as I said, I'll be in the Hunter Valley this weekend and Melbourne the following weekend as well. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure having you here. It's good to be back. And I will see you all next Tuesday, Halloween. Okay, stay safe.